going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 22 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to talk about how to prepare for Team Diamond. So they are coming. It's going to be this Friday, pretty much confirmed by Kralo that it would be coming this week, and a couple times when he referenced it, he stated that they would tease some of the cards on Thursday's edition of GMM because there is no GMM on Fridays, and that the Twitter account for EA would probably reveal more of those cards Thursday night. So that pretty much confirms that they are coming out Friday. Another way that we kind of knew this, and I've talked about this over the last couple weeks here, is that if you go on over to your missions and go down to Team Affinity, Team Diamonds would be part of the Team Affinity program, much like Team Builders. If you take a look here, it says this goal will no longer be available on 9/23 at 11 a.m. So this is marking the end of Team Builders for now. And that kind of leads me to another point here, is if you haven't knocked out these objective lists to get your free Team Builders card, make sure you do it before this Thursday, otherwise it's going to be too late. I would assume that most of you have done this already, but just in case you haven't, be sure to knock this out. Now, for those of you that are new to Madden Ultimate Team and might be wondering what is Team Diamond, so historically, this program or promo has come out much earlier in the MUT cycle. It's usually available within the first couple weeks, and it was not this year. And there's some of usually the best cards in the game, but basically what it is you can think of it as like a collection for each team, and this is all assuming that it's going to be the same that it's always been, is that you would have, you know, every single NFL team, and each team would have a set, and each team would have a Team Diamond, and you would have to put a bunch of cards into said set to get that team's Team Diamond. So I would imagine it will be found in Team Affinity. It will probably say Team Builders, I'm sorry, not Team Builders, Team Diamonds. And when you go into it, it's going to have every single team. Now, in the past, basically, these sets were comprised of a bunch of gold cards and core elites. Some teams, usually teams that didn't have a lot of good cards, will have some silvers in there, which could become very expensive if so. But basically, you would put all of these cards into the set, and the set would give you the Team Diamond. I think you would get the power-up as well. So the one question is, being that it's so far into the year, is EA going to keep the structure of the set the same? Maybe knowing that we have been able to prepare for this, you know, in years past when this set is out right away, you can't really prepare for it. Now you can, and if you have been kind of paying attention, you may have been stacking up on gold cards, elite cards. I don't know if they're going to change the formats of the sets, just knowing that people are going to be well prepared for it and have the content like boom right away, because I know I'm super prepared. I'll show you how. So if they switch up the format, that's going to be a little concerning here for all of us who have invested in cards and been hanging on to cards. If they do switch it up, what could they do? I mean, would they just put in a wild card sets like they did here for Team Builders and just say, you need, you know, this number of 86 to 88 overalls, this number of 84 to 86s or 84 and 85s, you get the point, you know, X number of gold cards. Are they going to do a wild card set? Doesn't really make sense to me when it comes to Team Diamonds because it's like specific to that team. But if we take a look at the Team Builder sets here, it's not specific to the team to get the Team Builders cards here. So I don't know what EA is going to do. Hopefully they don't switch up the format on us. I really like the way that it's been in years past. And then my other question is, right, so you knock out, you get all 32 sets done, all 32 diamonds. Number one is, are NCATs going to be involved in this? Do we have to worry about like the Team Diamond reward being an NCAT card? That would be very concerning as well. Also, do we have to look forward to a Team Diamond Master? Cards are really good right now. Like, when I say really good, I mean their overalls are accelerated in my opinion, and we're getting some really high overall cards very early in the year. If they make us go through the trouble of doing 32 Team Diamond sets, and they do have a Team Diamond Master, I mean, for all of that work, it's got to be a good card. So now we're talking like, are we going to get like a 95, 96 overall card this quick in the game? I know Cam Chancellor is there, right? But he's the MUT Master, the Ultimate Champion. Are we going to see a Team Diamond Master? And if so, it's got to be a really good overall, and that again concerns me. Are we seeing cards and their overalls way too high, way too early this year? And again, in the back of my mind, I'm kind of concerned on, you know, how NCATs are going to play a part in this promo, because you just know they're going to, right? So going back over to the objective list for Team Builders, I also kind of hope and wonder that at least we can get one of these free, and it's going to be in the same format where if we go to Team Affinity on Friday when this content comes out, this will be replaced by a Team Diamonds objective list, and maybe it has 10 objectives and you complete 7 of them, or 10 objectives and you have to complete all 10, but it's going to give you a Nat Team Diamond card. Also, will Team Diamonds all be the same overall? In years past, they've been different because, you know, with the structure of the sets, some teams have a lot more and a lot better core elites than others. Like the Rams are going to have a Jalen Ramsey and an Aaron Donald in there more than likely. And then you take a look at a team with a much less, a number of elites and not as high overalls. Are they all going to be the same overalls? And if so, then I would have to think that these sets are going to be wildcard sets and not team specific. So just a lot of questions out there, and I want to kind of preface everything that we're going to tell you to do to prepare for it by saying I could be wrong. Team Diamonds could be totally different from what they've been in years past. But one of the biggest questions that I've been getting is, like, how can I prepare for this? If I want to get a certain team done, what should I do? And my best advice here, right, is if you have a favorite team, without a doubt, whatever your favorite team's Team Diamond is going to get, even if it's a punter, you're going to want to get it done mostly for theme team purposes. The absolute best thing you can do is go into your binder, right, go to team, and obviously my favorite team is the Eagles, and check out all of the cards that you have for said team. The next step then would be to go over to mutt.gg. So we're on the website right now. Boom. You load it up. Make sure you bookmark this website. It's absolutely great for MUT information. You go over to mutt.gg. You're going to click Madden 22 players. You're going to take a look at these filters over on the right hand side. You're going to go to the filter that says team. You're going to pick your favorite team or whatever team you're preparing for. And listen, if you want to prepare for all 32 teams, you just go down the list. And what I would advise is you click apply filters. It's going to show you all of the cards here. Now, next thing you'd want to do is go program and go core elite, because hopefully and more than likely you're not going to need anything other than like core cards. That's core elites, core golds, and possibly core silvers for some teams, again assuming that they do the format that they've done over years past. So now this is kind of my checklist, right? I need to go through my binder and say, boom, do I have Jason Kelsey, Brandon Brooks, Fletcher Cox, Lane Johnson, Darius Slay, Brandon Graham, Anthony Harris? Do I have all of those core elites? Off the top of my head, I'm pretty sure that I do. I would then go over to core gold. Same thing. We're going to go to apply filter. And I'm just going to go down this list, and I'm going to make sure that I have all of these core golds for the Eagles in my possession. So again, I repeat, if you are loading up for a certain team, definitely kind of make your own checklist here. Make sure you have every card. Some of these cards might not be in the set. It's better to be prepared for all of the cards rather than just some of the cards if you want to be one of the first people to get these sets done for your favorite team. Now, the obvious thing here is if you don't have these cards, you can just go on the auction house and buy them, right? Go there, buy them up. Be prepared for them. One thing that historically has happened is that cards like left guards, right guards, centers, just offensive linemen in general, right tackle, left tackle, and then defensive linemen, defensive tackles are usually big ones, but defensive tackles, left end, right end, they just tend to be more expensive. It happens year after year after year, and we don't know which ones are going to be kind of rare or which ones like there's just not going to be out there on the auction house. So those are the ones that I would definitely get if you can't afford to buy all of them. Buy the offensive line and defensive line. Like I said, for whatever reason, those just typically seem to go for more. And then definitely try to get like the 77, 78, and 79 overalls, because again, those usually go up in price when these types of things happen. We're talking like 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12K. And you take a look, just for example here, we're looking at the, the Eagles, and this Miles Sanders, a 79 overall Miles Sanders, 2,600 coins. And I'm sure Goddard and Zach Ertz and Javon Hargrave are all around that like 2 to 3K range. Those cards could be considered rare at some point with these Team Diamonds. Also, with the Team Diamonds, like, we don't know which ones are going to be the meta cards. We don't know which ones, there's going to be a hot route master quarterback out there. There just has to be. Remember last year, there was like Dre Bly was the man coverage specialist. He was fast. He had good man coverage. Warwick Dunn was like one of the only running backs at that time that could get, I think it's halfback apprentice or backfield master, whatever it's called. We're a little later in the year, and there are cards that can do that now, but there are going to be some cards that kind of set the meta or that are part of the meta, and those ones are probably going to be more expensive as well. So I'm loading up on everything. Now, of course, with elites, there's not really like a method to get elites. You're just going to have to simply go out and buy them. So use that whole checklist method. Go buy the cards that you need because they could go up in price. And the market's been relatively down this weekend, so that's a good thing. You might start to see it go back up, but Tuesday, Team of the Week, people are going to be opening up packs, and also it's Weekend League rewards. More packs are going to be in circulation. More cards are going to be listed on the auction house. So Tuesday could be a good day to buy these cards as well if they're not really in your price range today. It's also not a bad idea, right, to just go through, look for all the cards that you need, write down the prices that they are at that moment, and then try to find them for like 2,000 coins or 1,000 coins cheaper than what you saw at that moment. Just keep checking out throughout the day to see if you can find one for cheaper, and then if you do, boom, you buy it. Now, in years past with Team Diamonds, we also will have like a spreadsheet for you guys to calculate if it's going to be profitable to make coins off of these. In years past, you could do the set, sell the reward card, sell the power-up. Hopefully that's the same. Again, with NCATs in play this year, who knows what EA is going to do. Hopefully they don't disappoint us. But the other thing here is with elites, obviously, there's, you can roll them up in the player exchange sets for these, but they're just not worth it. So I would go out and buy the elites. Now, golds, you could have some rare gems. So what I would be doing today and tomorrow and Tuesday and Wednesday and yada, 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 is I would be rolling my silvers and low golds up to high golds. And I've talked about this in many videos. We'll say it one more time here. So you go to this set, right? You're going to take all of your low silvers. Those are 62 to 65 overalls. Boom, you're going to put them into this set. This set is going to give you high silvers, which are 66 to 69. After you put all of your low silvers in there and turn them into a bunch of high silvers like I'm doing here now, then we would take all of our high silvers and we'd go down to the next set. We're basically rolling upward. We'll take all of our high silvers, which are 66 to 69. We're going to put them into this set, which is going to output us a 70 to 74, what I could call a low gold. And then once we have all of our low golds, this is what I am doing because I'm preparing to do all 32 of the teams for Team Diamonds. You can take all of your low golds, all your 70 to 74s, and then you can put them into the high gold set, which is going to give you 75 to 79s. But because I want to be prepared, I am only putting in duplicates into this set. I don't want to collect or put a card that I might need for a Team Diamond set later, so I'm only doing duplicates, and the easiest way to do that is if you hit your R2 button or whatever that back button on your right hand side is for Xbox. I think it's right trigger, and going down to A to Z, and this one's going to sort them, so now it's easier to spot duplicates here, mainly just because you're looking at like the card art, and these are duplicates, but you can't put them in there obviously because they're power-ups. But I'm looking, I'm not seeing any. All right, so here's one. So boom, I'm going to put that guy into the set because I know I have two of them and I can afford getting rid of one of them. There's another one with TJ Carey, and then here's this dude. So now I'm taking 3 low golds and outputting a high gold, which could have some good value. Again, if this is a right tackle, right guard, offensive lineman, this could be a 10, 11, 12, 13K card. Cornerback 75, probably not, but I traded in my duplicates for it, and we're still kind of stockpiling the high golds that we'll probably need for the Team Diamond sets. So that's a good way to get rid of all like your silver cards and then turn them into golds. And the last thing, and hopefully this turns into a method, we'll have to wait and see, but if you don't have a ton of silver cards right now, and this is something we can possibly go over when the content comes out, you can always go the gap method, the get a player pack. You go over to your store here, and in the bottom right of the first page, the get a player pack, 500 coins. Basically, you just keep opening this up. If you pull power-ups, you can sell those power-ups. If you pull silvers, you can roll them up to golds. And if you get lucky, you might pull some really good golds that eventually could have some really good value. And I just think globally, you'll see gold cards go up in price, assuming that Team Diamonds work the same way that they have in years past. Hopefully they do. Otherwise, all of the advice that I've given you in this video is kind of obsolete, and you're going to think I'm the worst person in the world. All of this is on the assumption that Team Diamonds are going to be set up the same way they've been for years and years and years. Like, I think 3 or 4 years we've had them in a row now. So hopefully we'll find out. More information coming Thursday, and of course, when this content goes live, we got you covered with videos, methods, the best way to do everything. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.